powerful punches. She's also a very aggressive, forward-moving fighter.
Valentina Shevchenko, your time might finally be up, because Muay Thai legend Janet Todd just dropped the scariest warning yet about Dakota Dicha, and it wasn't a compliment. It was practically a death threat prediction. She's about to call you out, Valentina. This isn't hype or fan talk. It's one of the most respected strikers in the world declaring that Dakota Dicha is coming to end Shevchenko's reign, and she explained exactly.
And then she beckons Janet Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. Oh, in trouble. And that does it. First round finish. And Dakota Ditcheva silent.
Janet Todd didn't mince her words. She recognized Dakota Dicha's talent, her composure inside the cage, and her unshakable fire. But more importantly, she explained why Valentina Shevchenko should be terrified. Todd described Dakota as stronger, more aggressive, the best kicker in the division, and the most dangerous fighter right now. And when someone like Todd, a world champion striker herself, says Dakota will beat Valentina, that's not just analysis. Dakota Dicheva isn't just hype, she's built for this. Born in Sale, Greater Manchester, England, she comes from a family of fighters. Her mother, Lisa Haworth, was a multiple-time world kickboxing champion, so for Dakota, fighting isn't new, it's her inheritance. Now, at just 27 years old, Dakota holds a flawless 1-5-0 MMA record, with 12 of those victories coming by knockout or TKO, an insane finishing rate for the flyweight division. Her most recent bout, a dominant unanimous decision win over Sumiko Inaba at the PFL Champions Series 2 in July 2025, proved she's not just a knockout artist, she's got the cardio, composure, and patience to go the distance when she needs to. Valentina Shevchenko has spent years dismantling challengers, but let's be real, she hasn't looked untouchable lately. She was dominated and submitted by Alexa Grasso, and even in their rematch, Valentina looked human. Janet Todd's point is clear, Dakota Dicha isn't just another fighter. She's exactly the kind of striker Valentina struggles against: powerful kicks, relentless pressure, youthful confidence, and that raw, natural aggression that even legends can't handle forever. If Valentina thought Alexa Grasso was a problem, Dakota Dicha is a nightmare waiting to happen.
Say she got back to her feet, and then, she got back to her game. I don't think there's any secret in what Dakota's going to try and do in pretty much every one of these upcoming fights. We want to see how good she is, where her potential is. Because right now she looks pretty much unstoppable. I'm excited to see where she lands after the championship.
What an impressive performance from Dakota. Some of the best Muay Thai striking in mixed martial arts I have ever.
Very difficult to put away.
Oh!
The power!
Here's the shocking part. Dakota Dicha isn't even in the 2025 PFL flyweight tournament. While the PFL has signed UFC veterans like Vivian Araujo and Ariane da Silva, Dakota has been kept away from the pack. Why? Because the PFL knows exactly what they're doing. They're saving Dakota Dicha for something bigger. A super fight against Valentina Shevchenko would be the crown jewel. This isn't just another matchup, it's a passing of the torch. The old guard versus the new assassin, the bullet versus the killer. Let's call it what it is. Janet Todd didn't just praise Dakota Dicha, she practically wrote Valentina Shevchenko's obituary, warning that Dakota is coming to destroy her. So, is Janet Todd right? Is Dakota Dicha truly the most dangerous striker in women's MMA, or does Valentina still have enough left to shut her down? Drop your thoughts below, but one thing's for sure, Dakota Dicha isn't coming. she's already here.
By TK or KO, I will tell you the confidence that she's going to have now getting up is going to be unbelievable. And there it is. Beautiful knee from the plum. And Bishop seconds Janet Bishop back to her feet and goes immediately on the attack. In trouble. And that does it. First round finish. And Dakota Dicha silences.
Dan Hardy just broke the internet with a single sentence. I'd put my money on Dakota Dicha against Valentina Shevchenko right now. Tonight, we unpack that warning, why Hardy said it, what it means for Valentina, and how this matchup could reshape women's flyweight forever. Dan Hardy isn't just a random voice, he's a veteran fighter and respected analyst whose opinions move markets, betting lines, and even matchmaker decisions. When he publicly favors one fighter over another, the fight world listens. This isn't casual commentary, it's a warning flare to the entire
Side of the octagon. Oh. And how about that? Shevchenko a little slipper. She's trying to take Santos down. Yeah. Kyla trying to work off of Shevchenko's back.
And this is amazing. From the back of the neck crank so far. Can she get it under the chin? And this is what I said to Valentina. I said at some point,
She's in trouble.
Dakota Dicha to the body again for a championship.
Why Dakota? Simple. Striking violence, physical dominance, and relentless forward pressure. Standing 5 feet 8 inches with a long reach for the flyweight division, she controls range and punishes every mistake. Her win over Taylor Santos wasn't just another victory, it was a statement. Remember, Santos gave Valentina one of her toughest fights, but Dakota handled her decisively. That's the connection Dan Hardy is pointing to. He highlighted 3 core advantages: Dakota's power and pressure, her physicality that matches Valentina's, and her rapidly improving grappling defense that shuts down easy takedowns. In Hardy's view, that mix creates the perfect storm, something Valentina hasn't consistently faced, an opponent who can disrupt her rhythm, scramble her timing, and drag her into ugly, uncomfortable exchanges.
Very difficult to put away.
The power!
Look at the evidence chain. Taylor Santos nearly beat Valentina, and Dakota beat Santos. That's the transitive logic Dan Hardy is pointing to. It's not foolproof. Styles make fights, but it's compelling. Promoters, bettors, and pundits love patterns like this because, more often than
We want to remind to everyone, 17-time World Muay Thai champion, 7 title defense. And you cannot get rid of this. It's gonna stay in you forever. It's gonna, you can be better, you can be with you, adjustment, whatever you wanna do. But the power, but the confidence and experience is still here. And it's gonna, explode.
When I will see the hole, I will use this to finish as soon as.
All right, ladies.
Hardy even addressed the mat game, saying Dakota can hold her own, defending takedowns and surviving scrambles, which is crucial since Valentina's fallback has always been to slow the fight and control the pace on the ground. If Dakota can neutralize that, the fight becomes a striking battle where the momentum favors the younger, heavier hitter. According to Hardy, Dakota's path to victory is clear: use pressure and range disruption to throw Valentina off her timing. Attack the legs with low kicks to chop her mobility and reduce counterpower. Rely on volume over single shots to overwhelm her, and avoid long grappling exchanges by keeping the fight messy and standing. Execute that plan, and Hardy believes the fight goes Dakota's way. Still, this isn't a unanimous take. Valentina Shevchenko remains one of the most technical, adaptable fighters in MMA history, known for reading opponents, adjusting mid-fight, and using her championship experience to stay composed. The counterpoint is simple: if Valentina controls range and dictates the pace, it could easily be her fight. That's what makes this matchup a true stylistic chess match, not just a hype narrative beyond the cage. The stakes are massive. If Hardy's right and Dakota upsets Valentina, the flyweight landscape could explode with a new PPV star, fresh sponsorships, and matchmakers scrambling to rewrite plans. If he's wrong, Valentina's legacy grows even stronger, and Dakota's hype gets a reality check. Either way, this is the storyline every fight fan will be watching. Dan Hardy just lit a fuse under Valentina's throne, and the smoke is visible from every seat in the arena. So, who do you back, Team Hardy and Dakota? Or Team Valentina Shevchenko? Valentina Shevchenko just delivered a sentence that stopped the MMA world. This is your last fight. The bullet is here to remind everyone exactly who she is. Tonight, we unpack that chilling line, what Valentina meant, why she might actually make it true, and what it could do to Dakota Dicha's unbeaten aura. If you want drama, welcome, because this one's nuclear. Valentina Shevchenko, the two-time UFC Women's Flyweight Champion, is a clinical striker, a master tactician, and one of the most decorated women in MMA history. She's defended her title relentlessly, 7 consecutive times in one reign, tying the record for most combined defenses at 8. Her resume is surgical. When Valentina speaks, fighters and promoters listen. So when the bullet says, "Your last fight," it doesn't sound like locker room trash talk, it sounds like intent. On the other side stands Dakota Dicha, the PFL's Golden Girl, undefeated at 15-0. Nicknamed the Barbie Assassin for her lethal mix of beauty and brutality, with 12 knockouts, 1 submission, and 2 decision wins. Young, marketable, and already on the radar as MMA's next female superstar, she's the kind of fighter promoters dream about: highlight reels, hype, and a ready-made storyline. But as every rising star learns, bright lights attract predators.
In the game, there's easy.
Beautiful. Look at this
Real sword tie, yeah.
Oh, tried to drag down. Oh, nice right hand. Dragged it. Beautiful from the...
Valentina just put a bullseye on that shine. This is your last fight, bitch. That's not "I'll beat you," or "I want the money." It's career-ending language coming from a fighter who has dismantled top talent with surgical technique. And it shifts the conversation from hype to potential ruin. Some will call it bullying, others will call it truth-telling, but fighters hear something different, a very real threat. Valentina's game plan: leg kick accumulation, elite distance control, perfect counters, and a clinch that suffocates aggression, isn't about landing a lucky shot. She engineers stoppages against explosive, early pressure fighters, and that method is devastating to opponents who rely on raw aggression rather than timing, patience, and tactical discipline.
Oh, head kick, it's it. Oh my God. Oh my God. Go! I mean, that was a...
Dakota thrives on early explosions, but if she overcommits, Valentina can trap and punish her slowly and surgically until the lights go out. This isn't just physical. Saying your last fight is psychological warfare meant to plant seeds of doubt, and young fighters often crack when that doubt creeps in. One hesitation can swing the entire momentum, and Valentina knows that better than anyone. She's not just threatening damage, she's threatening confidence. If Valentina stops Dakota decisively, she doesn't just win, she crushes the entire hype machine built around Dicha. For Valentina, it would be another legendary chapter in an already historic resume. For Dakota, a loss like that could devastate her marketability and cool UFC interest. The money behind this fight would be enormous, but the legacy cost for the loser could be permanent. Outcome A: Valentina dominates and stops Dakota, cementing her legend. Outcome B: Dakota explodes early and becomes the new untouchable superstar. Outcome C: controversy, a messy stoppage, weight drama, or PR chaos that scars both. All are possible, all sell. So who wins, Team Bullet or Team Barbie Assassin?